Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? You remember a bygone era? I don't know, Muse and Cassie, you may not. A bygone era where you'd get home from school, do your homework. Everyone rushed to finish. Maybe it was even compressed if you had practice after school. You get home, rush through your homework, maybe grab your TV tray. Did y'all have TV trays? Would you eat your dinner in the den on a TV tray?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that? Put dinner in the microwave, heat it up or hot off the stove. Sun setting, dusk becomes night. The whole family's on the couch. And what are we doing sitting on the couch with our TV trays? Why are we sitting on the couch in the den?
We're watching TV.
Yeah, we're watching TV. We're watching Primetime TV.
Primetime TV.
Hey, Muse, I don't know if you checked. There's a lot of good stuff on Primetime TV here in 2025.
Yeah?
A lot of good stuff on Primetime TV.
I haven't checked recently. I really haven't.
Later this year, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Best of Breeds Day 2. That'll be on in Primetime.
I do love dogs, man. I'm a big dog person.
How do you not love a dog? How do you not love a dog? Cassie, you love dogs? Or are you a cat person?
No, I love dogs.
Good. Good. If she was a cat person, I'd say, get out. Cats are evil. You know, every UFL team, Memphis Showboats, San Antonio Brahmas, the Michigan Panthers, the Houston Roughnecks, the Birmingham Stallions, St. Louis Battlehawks, Arlington Renegades, DC Defenders, all of them. What do they have in common, Muse?
They play football.
They're all in prime time.
They're all in prime time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes.
Every WNBA team will play in prime time.
Wow.
WWE Saturday night main event, prime time.
Talk about a bygone era. Yeah, prime time.
PBA Bowling Tour Finals Group 2. Group 2, prime time.
What day is that? I want to watch that.
Don't ask questions, Muse. The Stepladder Finals.
Wait. Okay, you said don't ask questions. I have questions.
I don't have answers.
What?
I just know the Stepladder Finals are going to be on in prime time.
That's a real thing?
Real thing. Professional Pickleball Tour, Punta
hell
Gorda PBA
yeah.
Challenger.
Pickleball's big, man.
Yep. Oh, and season 22 of Grey's Anatomy.
A lot of people love that show.
Of which Grey is really no longer on the show, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it since like 06 when Denny died.
Mm.
And Snow Patrol became a big thing. Chasing Cars.
Great song,
Yeah.
man.
That's not
Great
actually.
song. Oh, it is. I love that song.
That's not a great song. It's stupid. You know what's not on in primetime, Muse?
What's not on in
You know
prime
you'll not
time?
find in primetime in the year of our Lord 2025. The New Orleans Saints are not on in primetime in 2025. I'm sitting here on Wednesday, and we all saw all the schedule leaks. LouisianaSports.net, we had a schedule leak tracker for you. All those stories are coming out about who's playing what, when, where, all that stuff. We're all fired up about it, right? That whole schedule leak tracker. And I sat here and I kind of went through game by game what we knew. And, you know, the one thing I couldn't quite give you yet was a full reaction because we didn't know when the primetime games were going to be, right? This is a big deal, Muse.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
No, it is.
If you're going to play Monday Night Football, Thursday, short week, right? I mean, if you play Sunday on the road, then you got a Thursday night. There's travel. It compresses. Like, that's a big deal. Traveling for Thursday night football. Like we talk about, it's not just who you play, but when and where you play them. So I could look at the order of the schedule. Like, I like the bye in week 11. Some people perceive that as being late. I think that's perfect. It's you've still got 7 weeks after that. So, you know, it's still a good chunk of time, and you've played a good chunk of the season already. Like, it's terrible when you have it in the first 6 weeks of the season. Like, you don't want it too early. I like it there. I like very much, as we look at this schedule, that the Saints have 2 road games against cold weather teams early in the season. Week 3 at Seattle, week 4 at Buffalo. You know when you don't want to play in Buffalo?
Like week 18.
Yeah, when it's like 4 with a wind chill of -20. That's when you, especially when you're a dome team. I don't want to win. I have no interest in that. Nobody wants that. Who wants that?
Nobody wants
Nobody wants that. Especially when you're a dome team. So you want to avoid that. Saints avoided. So some of those things I'm liking a lot. There's a few things on the schedule like I didn't love. For example, by the way, you're at Chicago in week 7. That's okay.
That's a win. Yeah, there you go.
But weeks 3 and 4, the at Seattle, at Buffalo. Well, you go at Seattle, so you go Pacific Northwest, long flight, come home, at Buffalo. So you're opposite corners of the country, like the farthest points of the country you can go in the NFL, back-to-back weeks. That's a lot of travel. That's tough right there. Really tough spot. Week 9, at L.A., so you're West Coast, at L.A., Week 10, at Carolina, East Coast. Like, those are the spots in the schedule like, yeah, that's not great. I don't have great expectations for this team anyway. But as I looked through this, all of that kind of works out. I was just waiting to see when we might get that primetime game. Saints on Monday Night Football. Would we see Sunday night? Any really intriguing battles? Michael Penix, the Falcons. Saints-Falcons always seems to be one that tends to be pinged somewhere. Could we see maybe one of the young quarterbacks coming into the Dome, one of those rookies, or maybe like Drake May and the Patriots? Will Campbell coming back home could have been intriguing. Nope. Nary a primetime game. Saints will not play on primetime. You know, whenever Sean Payton, we keep receipts here, as you all know. We had a lot of fun with receipts on Monday with Derek Carr. Read a lot of your stupid comments from 2 years ago. But we keep receipts when I'm stupid. And I said something really stupid as well. The day Sean Payton resigned, I sat here and praised Sean Payton for what he did in New Orleans for a decade and a half, and he deserved it. But the thing I said that day was New Orleans is going to be better long-term because Sean Payton was here. He laid the foundation and elevated the standard such that you're never going to go back to what you were before he got here. And my goodness, was I wrong. I mean, when Sean Payton walked out the door, we realized he was the adult in the room. That Gumsmack and Mickey and Grandma Gail had nothing to do with the success of this organization. That it was Sean and Drew. And when that tandem was gone, brother, they were holding that thing together with bubblegum and popsicle sticks. Because there is no infrastructure. You wonder why the Pittsburgh Steelers never bottom out. Like, they haven't challenged for a Super Bowl, but you wonder why they never bottom out. They have stability in their organization. They have good management, a good head coach. They have a plan that they execute. New Orleans out here maxing out credit cards, buying stupid stuff like speakers and mink coats. Meanwhile, you can't pay your mortgage. Like, that's the Saints. That's what they are. Poverty franchise, man. It's awful. No primetime games. And, by the way, hat tip Garland Gillen over at Fox 8. Garland tweeted this. He went over to DraftKings and looked up the point spreads for every Saints game. So, the odds are up for every game, right? So, Garland went up and looked up the point spread for every New Orleans Saints game this year. Do you want to take a guess? Do you know the answer? You know the answer.
I know the answer.
You know the answer. Cassie, do you want to take a guess? Hey, do you know the answer? Okay.
No, I don't know.
There's 17 games. I don't know how big of a Saints fan you are, but there's 17 games. Okay. How many games of the 17? We're not expecting the Saints to be good, but how many of the 17 do you think New Orleans is favored in? Ballpark. Just throw it out there.
Maybe like 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's probably. Look, I mean, Vegas, the projected win total is 4.5. That's a pretty good guess, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. One. Week 16 against the Jets. Saints are a 1.5 point favorite at home against the Jets in Week 16. That's it. When I do this, you can. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, bummer. Okay, let me know that. So I can know to do that. Anyway. You know, I'm going to approach the rest of this with a different mindset because I have no expectation for this team. I think their ceiling is 5 wins. I think it's a respectable ceiling. They do have, by opponents' record from a year ago, the second easiest strength of schedule. Only the 49ers have an easier strength of schedule based on opponent's win percentage of a year ago. Now, that can always change, right? I mean, like, if last year Washington was on your schedule, you're like, damn, they stink. They were picking second in the draft, rookie quarterback. Come on. Yeah, they went to the NFC Championship game. So that can happen, and teams can bottom out as well. So there will be some fluidity, but that's one reason for optimism. But by and large, what we all have to process is the understanding that what I have wanted and what I think a lot of you have wanted as well, just judging by the interaction I get from a lot of you, is for this team to reset. And I know rebuild versus reload, whatever. I don't care. It's a semantical argument. The New Orleans Saints cannot be all in to win right now because there's nowhere close to winning. I've known that for the last 3 years. You have known that for the last 3 years as well, and we've all talked about it. Unfortunately, the people who didn't want to acknowledge it are the people making the decisions. So they've continued digging the hole deeper. Now, after firing Dennis Allen, a rookie head coach, your franchise, air quotes, franchise quarterback retiring, now you got a 25-year-old rookie and two other guys who've three quarterbacks on the roster that have never won a game in the NFL. You've got an old, expensive roster. There is no expectation on this team. So anything in your mind about playoffs, contention, like punt all of it. Now, like start right now and understand we are reframing our conversation about the New Orleans Saints so as not to talk about what they can be in 2025. It's about building in 2025 for what they could be in 26, 27, and beyond. And all of this with this schedule release, the odds not being on prime time, all of it is a very clear indication of circumstantial evidence that this is the reality for the New Orleans Saints right now. So our conversation about this team is going to shift. What can Kellen Moore build? Is Tyler Shuck the future of this organization? What about young draft picks on the defensive side of the ball? Jonas Sanker, Quincy Riley, Vernon Broughton. Can these guys be cornerstone pieces for you as you move into the new era of the New Orleans Saints? That's the conversations we're going to be having about this team moving forward. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.